Spain has been really good. Like, Spain has been a dark horse in this World Cup. France has also looked dominant in all their games. France has only really played like 1 or 2 hard teams. I think they've played like what? The UK? Helv has looked really good on the Rhine, but Ben Best has looked phenomenal as well.
Yeah, France, they're definitely a very strong contender, and it seems like they know what they're doing. They're forcing Spain back for a far path. Does get brought real low because of Hero's right click, but otherwise they are holding strong and trying to force them off that higher ground. Now setting up shop over here on ruins with the Symmetra turrets, and that brings so much damage onto Helv. They're forced to use that immortality field in order to get that little bit of extra
Damn, he just
damage
keeps keeping
down.
up the level 3 beam by using the wall. Wait, they're winning. Wait, Spain's rolling. Wait, Spain.
They're able to get so much damage. However,
Wait.
Helv going down.
Wait, Helv
They
goes
still
down
have
though.
this
That's bad.
backline that's active with Ben Best being sent
Wait,
back to
oh my
spawn.
god.
Lauren looking for
Wait,
the
Spain
ice
actually kind of rolled.
connect on both of the
Wait,
DPSs,
Spain
and
actually
it's
low-key
Spain
kind of rolled that. Is this the last game today? No, this is the last game for EU, and then there's like an hour break, and then NA. Which, by the way, was there any really good games earlier we can go back and watch? Actually, wait, we have something else we can watch. Never mind. We'll have the dev
France
thing.
can just LOS it, but the fire strike finds reviews. Spain might have already won this fight.
Yeah, Spain is really famous for these Amp Matrix Fire Strike
Oh, Henry makes his prime.
combinations, at
Dude,
least from
Spain
what
looks
we've
good.
seen in the
Really
World
fucking
Cup,
good here.
and
I feel like this is how Spain has like looked throughout the whole like time. It's just that match against Italy was such an upset. That's what I was saying. Like, that's why it was such an upset.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, like, because France is kind of a different team, you know? Like, they're just like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh
my god. Wait, actually rolled him?
Slam.
Hell, that was huge shatter.
Wait,
and
actually
Lauren now
rolled
with
him.
the Blizzard to make
Well, the
this
thing is,
an
like,
area control.
Hey,
Like,
actually a
Helv
bit
is
of an MTD
apparently
there.
Shot caller, and he's like, it's just, they play very aggressive, and obviously Ben plays very aggressive. So you have two Reinhardts who are great shot callers, just going against each other. So it's gonna be a really
For how
really
good
tough
Ben
one.
Best has been playing this series, that's something. By the way, have you seen the dev blog?
No, I have to read it after this.
Apparently there's some magical Discord nerfs coming, so you might need to, you know.
Oh, I'll ask that question. I got you.
Yeah.
If that's the case, if there's Discord nerfs coming, I will ask Jared today on the interview.
Alrighty, sounds good.
I got you. I already told Chad I was gonna read the blog post beforehand to get a refresher on everything. So it'll be a good thing to like read that blog and then I can have some follow-up questions. I got you.
From Hera looking to shred through the immortality field does come down and it's been forced out early from reviews.
Also, I'll need your help for a second.
On the other hand, the shatter from Ben Best, it's still
After this game, I just want you to turn your like your webcam on Discord in case I'm using like a webcam, so I can just like create a what's it called?
Blizzard in the last fight as well. The damage
I can create like a just like a slight scene on like my main game. Just you don't have to turn it on. It can be the OBS
Not
thing.
only that,
Like
but they
broken
flip
or whatever.
the
I just need
point
to.
while the
Yeah,
fight
that
is
works.
happening off of the point, so they get an extra like 10-20% for their money there, and now they're starting to look pretty competitive as far as capture percentage goes. Spain are in one fight territory, but they have to flip the point in their favor first, and they only have an Amp Matrix to do it, and that's not the best ultimate when you're trying to work your way in.
Yeah, but they do need to watch
I
out
got
for
the
the Fire
DM.
Strike Amp Matrix that they have
Henry's happy
on
things
the
are prime, I
speed
appreciate
side.
it.
They're able to block it off very quickly with the main
man.
wall, and they're trying to force the
Chat, do I do the 50
Fire
gifties
Strike
for
does
some
come
ball
through
play
the
today?
Amp Matrix once
With,
again, but it only
Team
connects with
USA?
Ben Best. Oh, what a charge onto Lauren. Both the DPS is now out of Spain, and there's just not the sustain.
This is what I
there
mean, by the
for
way. You have
Helv
two
either
shot calling
without the
Reinhardts who
backup
just
of
like to
the
play
DPSs.
aggressive.
Canale is going to have to
True.
try and run away, but goes for the reset instead. Now they're both in the 80% territory. Spain looking to regroup for this next fight, with France having 3 ultimates.
Yeah, you would have liked to bleed one of those out from France before you take this fight, but it's not going to be an option. You're also going to have FD God with the sound barrier. You really only have Helv Shatter, potentially Lauren's Blizzard. The Shatter comes out.
Oh god. They also said they'll take
Now
other
the-
requests
the
if I
Dragon
want.
Strike was
Oh
so
my,
good.
oh my god.
Alongside the Shatter, they
It might
were
actually
able to work.
happen.
Wait, it wasn't even the Shatter from France's side. It was Spain who used Hell's Shatter, and they still weren't able to find anything off of it.
Can your wallet handle it? I'll just have to run a few extra ads. Chat, what do you want to see? My vote's ball.
Now Lauren has to try and
My
find a way
vote's
to
ball.
build up that EMP to try and make something happen.
Okay,
A hack
I
on
need your
reviews,
chat
but the
and you.
follow-up
I
isn't
need
quite
some
there.
input.
They're all diving on top of the back line. Spain have pushed forward.
What's the input we got here?
So I got the DM. It's happening.
That reviews have thrown to try and
What's
stave
that?
off that pressure.
Team
But
USA
Shira
wants to
now
do a little
looking
bit more
to go onto the
shenanigans
back line.
today.
The recall has
Oh,
to
no.
be used because
So
of the
Ultraviolet is
sweep,
up
and
for playing
now
tank.
they the pressure that they could have gotten onto
And,
these two supports for France's side.
the one I have on the table right now is ball.
They are contesting the point, but the percentage is
Having
still
him play
taking
ball.
for France
I think it would be hilarious because you know what's strong right now.
Oh, I know. Sombra Tracer.
So, what do you and your chat think would be the pick? What do you think we should have him play? It's going to be 50 gifties, so we gotta get our money's worth.
I mean, my chat's just gonna spam Hog.
But Hog isn't gonna be funny though because they're just gonna sit there and their team's gonna pop off. If it's ball, we're just gonna watch him get hacked on cooldown.
I'm just saying, like you can ask. My chat's gonna say Hog.
See an EMP for an EMP with the
Do a poll.
just trying to be the counter.
I mean, the poll is Hog. I'm seeing it in the chat.
That's the stalemate that we're currently sitting at, and the longer that takes to play out, the closer France is going to get to one fight territory.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Pull the trigger first, then they take down Held.
Yeah, that was a huge biotic nade from Reviews once again to just get so much anti.
You pretty much go with like Hog.
I would. And then there also
I know people want to see Doom,
another
but Doom is pretty good in some
from Reviews, and it
True.
just delays them.
But
but
would Ultraviolet know how to play Doom?
Onto the objective.
I think
that would be mean to hit him with the switch up right last second. I'd be so down.
I mean, more so than Wrecking Ball.
True. Hang on. All right, I got Ball, Hog, Doom.
Flipped over, but it is still one fight territory.
You think those are the three?
And they can take their time
Probably.
building back up to these ultimates.
All right, I'm gonna put it on a 10-minute timer. I'm just gonna let it sit there for a bit.
The rest of France's
All right,
way to do it.
There you go. 10 minutes.
And it's going to continue to stagger FD got gets taken
People are saying
down.
Arissa, but Arissa's actually a metacom right now. Also, this
He
is a good
says he
matchup.
can do Doom as well.
I mean, it's because
What?
He says he can play Doom.
France seem to think that they have a little bit more.
I'm telling you, Doom is
say in this fight.
Doom is good. Yeah, that's I'm with you on that. Doom is if he knows how to play Doom and he's good with it, it's I don't know. Like it might not be that crazy. But if it's Ball, just getting hacked on cooldown would be funny.
Here's the one thing though, like, and this is an advantage I think that
about a minute ago.
I think at least Ultraviolet would have on Doom is Ultraviolet's played with really good players who know how to play Doom.
Yes.
So when you see your teammates on how to play Doom,
just trying to get
that's a little bit different, right? So when you like for
let's
example,
say some world I knew how to play Doom, there's no way I'm gonna teach you how to play Doom. You know what I mean? Like it's the same way, vice versa.
Or just Nico.
No, but like if you're playing like if you see how to engage though, it's a little bit different.
Hit the mute or unmute.
Like already when I played Winston in ranked twice because I watched the World Cup matches and understood how to play Winston more. I won both of them.
Yeah, but you're playing ranked. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but my point is like I'm learning from that. Is I'm not saying that you're gonna play mechanically correct, but you know what to do on engages.
I mean, I guess. Wouldn't that be the same thing though for Ball? All right, I'll leave it up for 10 minutes. I'll let chat decide. You have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Although Doom is dominating right now, actually.
From behind, though, Nico getting a lot
Doom has
of
227 votes.
However, Lauren.
I mean, it's still going to be a good pick with the Sombra Tracer comp.
So. Still fishing
Yeah.
for this pulse bomb stick. Lauren does have to go ahead and translocate, but it's towards.
God, everyone loves to see Doom. I swear.
Looking to regroup now, and it seems that Lauren will be able to get the health back and go ahead and try and harass that back line once again. The go ahead is there with the nano.
Wait,
boost
what did I just read?
And now looking
You never
for
just
that backline, the
even see the ball engage half the time. He could be a dangler. What the fuck's a dangler? What are you talking about?
Been huge, but the follow-up, it just isn't there. They turn that point over.
It's not like it's not like a leftover shit, dude. Like, what do you mean?
2-0 on Ilios for France's first map against.
Like, what are you talking about? USA match with the Ryan 1v1 was the greatest one I've witnessed so far. It was good.
People didn't hear us say we're not good at Blizzard World.
Belgium,
what do you mean?
They're kind of out of the conversation.
I'll be on support and you'll be on DPS. So.
When is this?
I don't know if we ever played a tournament again.
Spain, Denmark,
Oh yeah.
Italy's not quite
I don't know if I really want to play in many more tournaments actually.
I like watching them.
Maybe fun tournaments, you know, like if it's like for charity or you know, like it's just to like f around, I'm in. But other than that, I'm too washed at this point. I just don't care. Like watching it and just like being a part of it is way more fun at this point. It's Doom. Did you ever end up running a poll, by the way?
No, it's gonna be
because Doom dominated. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, it's not even gonna be close. So you can just go with Doom.
Like you said, I mean, oh sorry, they were flashing the echo there for a second. I was like, oh, like you said, they're gonna go echo, but I fell for my own trap yet again. How many times do you have to say never trust the attack response? They're not going for the life.
I told him Doomfist has won. Good luck.
They're going for a Sombra Tracer dive. Lauren has been outpacing Nico with the EMP charges. They just did the Spider-Man meme really quick there to each other. Hack onto Nico. That might actually be
Doomsday is coming in the Team USA match. Wait, that's actually like a fire title.
Should be able to outpace Nico and ult charge.
Yeah, a lot of free space taken by Spain up to the point. Poco kind of having to play around the objective, and Nico getting a lot of pressure placed down by Hira in the back line using the blinks and the pulse pistols. And now going to back off and regroup with help. Looking for Nico once again. Lots of damage getting down, but able to escape. However, Translocator now out. Nico chasing down here in this back line.
Hello?
There's a recall to try
Seagulls greater than pigeons.
These
are the 1,000 bits. It depends on what way you're talking about. Depends on which way you're talking about. Seagulls are cool, but you never seen super aggressive pigeons? Different breed, man.
But they've given up positioning. Not enough to give up a tick, though. They're able to come back.
The Mystery Heroes tournament would actually go kind of hard, though. Because it's a little bit of RNG, and it's a little bit about being, like, able to play, like, every character, you know?
Simply isn't the same here, and the EMP from Nico already to come
tactically
through
feeding.
Get a little bit of extra damage from France, since they
Wait a minute.
seem that to have
There's actually such an idea to that. Pigeons will not move unless you walk 1 millimeter from their face. They're fearless. They are literally fearless.
Primal Rage going to come out a little bit after the fact, looking to force the back line out. FD God does get taken down, and Nico could potentially be taken down if not careful as well. But finally, the tick does come through off the back of the Winston.
That is so scrappy. It's going to be 2 ticks for Spain, but France still have time to go in for a recontest here. Plus, Poco's got the self-destruct to try and stall it out. Is going to
No Limits tournament for charity? Dude, hosting Path to Pro tournaments is charity. You kidding me?
Helv, I think, went a little bit too deep there, and the EMP from Nico punishes it.
The EMP is going to allow so much damage for France to be put on. It's once again that kiting back, that disengage, time and time again, just being forced back to the statue, unable to actually find the value. The dive is good. The pressure that Hira and Lauren put onto the back line is good, but they are just never able to complete and finish off these kills.
That was so mean.
Such a good pulse bomb onto Gala. That is just disgusting. From this new
Spain does not look as good on this map.
Introduced in this game.
And it's the Bionade that comes out from reviews, and Avo just going in to clean it up, and then with the pulse bomb, even though it finds just a bunch of shield for Gala, still able to find the kill. Gala actually going to swap over onto the Kiriko. Interesting choice here.
Ooh,
okay,
wait a minute.
Dealing with that Tracer is definitely one way.
Wait, actually, really good pick there. They needed that, and they have EMP coming up. Nano the Diva, though.
Poco as well, forcing them to use the thrusters to try and get off the objective. This should be a cap.
Good hack on him.
The last second from Poco, but still so much damage being done. And
that alert sounds so bad. We gotta figure that out one of these at some point. Go high things to 7 months. I appreciate it.
Looking for a hack onto the rest of the DPS and support line. Oh, reviews, nowhere to go. Translocator back to payload, and Spain, they do cap with 2 minutes and 30 seconds for second objective.
I wonder if we used to have a filter on it or something. I wanted to hook up my OPC though again. Please don't make me. Wait, is this live? No, this is a pre-recorded stream. Everything here is pre-recorded.
In the back line, trying to harass Canela and Gala, but on the
including
other hand, Poco is looking to just contest Help in a 1v1 situation, both of these tanks.
I mean, I'm looking at Nico with the EMP now lurking on the high ground, likely going to try and cut Spain's next attack short here, but I mean, Spain, they're at that point now where the spawn advantage is heavily
even chat, yes.
They have to be near perfect here. It almost feels like good old 2 CP assault as it was once known.
Yeah, even Flash is in a meeting right now. Oh God, please.
It's gonna be a dead push for Spain.
Yeah, the EMP is just a game-winning ultimate
here
for France. Oh, the hero pulse bomb though onto reviews. They're missing so much sustain now, and the stick also.
Wait, the stick. The Winston can stay alive though.
Instead, and that just gets healed right away, even though there was
Wait, that's huge. Wait, that's huge. They need to get the DMEC though. There it is. There it is.
Now Lauren's own EMP is.
There it is.
So much value for
damn, dude, Spain's showing some life here.
Immediately taken down when they're out.
Let's be grinding ranked for his next stream.
I'm not sure if they get forced back. Pretty sure they're kind of stuck in there for a second unless they regroup around the side.
I mean, again, that's the worst case
France
scenario.
kind of
France,
suck.
Coco gets forced out of the mech,
Dude, they literally haven't lost a game this whole fucking World Cup. They're 5-0. Like, what? What are you saying? I swear, sometimes... Hey, chat, listen, man. Sometimes you get bored and you just want to say something. Sometimes it's just better not to. You know what I mean? Like, you got nothing good. Just don't say anything. You know, don't type just because you're bored. It's just a bad idea. You can have favorites. There's nothing wrong with that. But to say they're bad when they haven't lost a single game this whole fucking World Cup is crazy talk. To be fair, XQC is still the top French-speaking Overwatch player.
Now they have a sleep onto Nico. Nico goes down without the EMP charged as well. Lauren is going to be able to outpace using the machine gun, and now it's a nano boost onto Helv, who has the primal rage in the back pocket. EMP charged. Nico should be able to get his own EMP charged as well, but the self-destruct finds nothing. They force it out, and now the
it was sarcasm. My brother in Christ, that was your first message ever in my chat. There's no way your first message ever can start off with sarcasm with no indications of sarcasm. That doesn't make sense. That's like, that doesn't make sense. It gives the energy of, well, just trying to walk it back, you know? Dude, first message but subbed, I'm built diff. Real. True. Be older and just spamming gibberish. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think every Twitch chat has its own little quirks, but I definitely have an older audience. Actually, it's a good way to tell if somebody watches me or not, is because people who don't watch me think I have like a kid audience, like a bunch of kids, and like that couldn't be further from the truth. It's actually a really good way to tell. Anytime I've ever seen someone who's like, oh, I don't really watch fights, there's a lot of kids who watch them. You've never seen a single stream of mine your whole life. Never seen one. It's fucking hilarious.
That's the threat that Gala has, and with how aggressively Gala's been playing, is definitely a possibility. That's a great sleep.
They just slept him across the fucking map. Actually, no, wait, I'm so dumb. I'm done. I didn't see where the Ana was.
Don't have to worry about their backline or their tank being hacked on the way in.
I thought I thought they were walked up, turned around, slept him, and all walked back together and killed him.
But they're looking for Canale. They're fishing for it. Nico has
pop in and show some. Yo, thanks, buddy. I appreciate the 200 bits and the 5 gifties again.
Still, the contention is very, very high. Now with a nano onto the Brigitte to try and take down the backline with a few well-placed shield bashes, they're able to get one tick before the contention comes back in from Spain. It's still traveling, and there's that pulse bomb onto reviews though. Now without the backline, Foods is the one.
Damn, Spain playing this really well right now. Observers are doing a good job moving off DPS more. True. I think they heard a lot of the community feedback. This is why I love World Cup. This is why I love World Cup. They always want to improve. They want to make things better. It is literally the superior Overwatch viewing experience. Overwatch League would tell you go f yourself and then show you 3 times more DPS. You know what I mean? Like, actually, that's not true. Overwatch League just go, huh?
Once again, Poco up on the high ground, now having to self-destruct. 3 ultimates.
What's a DPS? What's a tank?
Spain has 4 though, and also the EMP.
I love everything's the prime. I appreciate it.
But it's just before Gala goes down. Now it's on to Canale to keep this team up. Now with the nano boost coming out onto Helv. Helv takes out the primal rage.
Damn, he almost got deleted. Did you just see his health bar? Oh my god. With the jump in and the pummel and then the primal and then the escape. My lord, he almost disappeared.
Lauren already used theirs and not much follow-up. Okay, Canale falling to a pulse bomb, and it should.
They saved this EMP. That's huge. Wow, they got to save it. That's awesome for them.
It is just not much that she can right here.
What's wrong with Overwatch League? What isn't wrong with Overwatch League? You know what's funny? After the Dante retirement the other day, yesterday or the day before, I forget which day it was. A lot of people now are talking about Overwatch League being in big trouble and just not just start over and how bad the, you know, like Blizzard f***ed up and all this. I said that 2 months ago and I got shouted down. People were like, "You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about." Weird. Getting old to being ahead of the curve. Dante retired. He made a whole tweet about it. He talked about why he was retiring and talked about how it's not rewarding to play in Overwatch League anymore, and talked about how player salaries have dropped and caring and hype around the league is gone, and that there's not really a point in competing and lands are gone, and like he just wrote it all out. And now you hear it from someone else. Now it's right. Now it's like, oh wow, it's true.
I mean, like I said, Gala is like
I'm only a little
the guy
bit
I'm looking
upset.
at for Spain right now. He's the difference maker. Hira has also been phenomenal and continues to be. The pulse bomb was massive. Nearly finds the one clip, if not for the peel there on.
Lands are gone and started dumb. Well, I mean, he was even his point was lands are basically what makes competitive gaming what it is. You know, like that's the best part. Seeing people, seeing your friends and competitors. You know, having that extra experience like outside of your house. You know, like COVID was fucking lonely for a lot of people. Like, I mean, even speaking from my own personal experience, I'd go out way less than I used to before pre-COVID. You know what I mean? It just kind of like changed a lot of people. Like they just don't really do as much now. And that is a great opportunity to like, you know, start reconnecting fans of Overwatch with the game again, and they don't have the money for it anymore, so they're just like, nah. Like, Overwatch League's too prideful to admit that the whole home, in a way, franchise model is just failed. It's a failure market. It's time to just say, we fucked up, we were wrong, go back to LA, put everybody in the same fucking arena again, and start doing LANs. That's how you fix it. Little by little, you start to regain trust, you start to regain a fan base, you start to rebuild. That's how you start. But no, because there's too much of an investment already in there. Home and away markets, teams built like training centers and stuff like that. They spent too much money. They're not going to go back now. So instead of taking the L and realizing they were wrong, they'll just let it die. Sunk cost fallacy? Kinda, but you know, I think it's more of the sunk cost fallacy is that they're just like, well, maybe esports isn't gonna work out. Meanwhile, it's like, well, you can't just make like a million wrong mistakes, but dying on that hill? Wait, what are you talking about? You think I'm dying on a hill talking about Overwatch League? Excuse me? They lost everything in that fight, and they I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. Helv isn't going to allow it to happen with this dive onto the Diva. Poco can't get a word in edgewise. Spain is looking like they might be able to win this one out, and there is the touch there from Nico and Poco. Oh, Overwatch League. Oh, okay.
But it has to go and booster away. There's the rally as well as reviews.
I thought you were talking about me talking about it. I was like, wait, what?
This is going to be tough. Nico with the EMP onto 3. Reviews is finished us off.
Dante was the best player to never win anything. Yeah, I mean, he even said it. He even said in his thing that, you know, when you're losing, it sucks, and when you're winning, it's still not that great. Because even unless you win it all, it's not good. Only one team ends happy at the end of the year, and that's really shitty odds. It's 19, you know, 1 versus 20, you know. Also, France won that. You're right. I stopped paying attention a little bit. I need to pay a little bit more attention again.
13 seconds on the clock for Spain. Can France finish at all? Can they finish with time? They might burn.
Dude, Spain needs to not get smoked here. They need to stabilize. If they just get steamrolled, it's going to be bad news. Because Spain can win this right here and force a map 3. And honestly, they've looked really good on their map 3s.
Avo still has this pulse bomb in the back pocket, and so does Hira, and FD God goes down.
That's big. They stopped the steamroll.
Free reign over their backline. Nico falls
they still have time though. If France can build an EMP, they'll take this. If they can't build an EMP, I don't think they take this. Because so they're gonna do this fight. They're gonna have Nano, and then they'll probably win this fight with Nano, unless Spain burns their EMP and stops them from getting their own. It depends. It all depends on the Nano play and the EMP play for Spain. Because if France gets another EMP, they take this map. Or they, sorry, not take the map. They get to all 3 points. They nanoed the Brig. Oh, yeah, uh-oh. The EMP was not big enough. The Nano Brig rally, actually, the classic Overwatch League Nano rally Brig can put up the flat screen TV, just bash whoever's near you and kill everybody. Now France has EMP. Yeah, they're gonna take that. They're gonna take this point.
Oh, look at Lauren on the flank. Nico is also fishing for something big.
Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Boom, they're gonna delete the tank. Yep, he's dead. And now they'll cap.
Now with only the support line here on the objective, it's going to be a tough.
Wait, they got Poco and a mech. Wait a minute. Wait, actually has a chance. Not a big one, but a very small one. The Nano Zen. He's gonna start kicking. He's kicking. He's kicking. Nah, that's so dumb. Like what? That's so dumb!
Off a huge play
That is crazy. That is crazy.
What a way to finish that one.
Nah, dude. I told you guys, supports are so strong. There's no point in nanoing anyone else. You nano break, they nano Zen. Zen kills 4 people. That's crazy. That was well played, though. That was like, not to take it away from Spain. Like, that was awesome. Like, that was actually textbook. Like, or sorry, actually no, I lied. That was textbook from France with the EMP play. But the random Zen pick coming out of spawn puts the Discord on Poco, gets him demech, nano the Zen, and he just kills everybody. That's crazy. I was not impressed with cheesesteaks in Philly. Very much overhyped. You really woke up and chose violence? No, I'm serious. Like so I went to Philly for grand finals in 2019. And
definitely going to be tough. It's looking like
I've told the story before. It was a wild time. I ended up partying with billionaires at one point for a little bit. That was hilarious. It wasn't that long. I mean, I'm using the word partying, but it was more like we went to a concert and I watched them skip the line of like 400 people for alcohol and they just did not care.
We've got France, the self-proclaimed dark horse versus the real dark horse in Spain. Which team rules the
also
stable?
went.
Let's find out.
I got invited to go to the like owners meeting dinner, which was kind of cool. Like, it was my first time truly experiencing like business wealth. Like, they rented out a whole restaurant, and like there was waiters walking around with like finger food, and then there was like stations set up full of everything from like tomahawk steaks to you name it, anything that's like caviar. Like, they had everything.
Pretty even thus far as DPS.
Drinks on the house, so you know, like, everything's paid for. You just walk up and tell them what you want.
Really wants to be the first to flinch here.
Yeah, they don't really want to.
And then I remember Brennan's sideshow, or was it Brennan and someone else? They were sitting at a table near us, and then like one of the executives of one of the teams was like low key talking shit about them with them sitting like right there, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you? What's wrong with you? And they just like got up and left. I don't know if they heard them or not, but yeah, I remember just being like, just kind of in wow shock at the time. I was like, what the? Where the f am I?
And we haven't seen any picks come out.
Have I told that story? I think I have told that story to you guys. It's been a very long time since I told that story, though.
You can see France, they're going to start marching forward as Spain.
Yeah, I got, like, okay, so there used to be this guy who used to work at Blizzard. He was like their influencer marketer or whatever, and I was just friends with people. Like, I was friends with like CarQ and like a couple other people, and it was before like Swimmer was there, and that was before they got signed to Overwatch. Like, they were still in contenders, but like, you know, we kind of knew that like stuff was going to happen next season. And yeah, I remember CarQ was talking about going to like a concert that night with Kat and a couple others, and I was like, yeah, I mean, like, if there's extra tickets, I'm down. And like, they just came out of nowhere, like came in hot, and were like, yeah, well, you're not an influencer, so I'm not getting you any tickets. And I was like, bro, I wasn't even talking to you. Like, who are you? Like, I was like, who the f are you? They don't work there anymore, thank God, because imagine if I had to work with them now, I would have remembered that.
Yeah, that was so immediate onto.
I remember CarQ was like, he looked at me, he was like, And then I think CarQ ended up getting asked if he's like wants to go, and they were like, yeah, you're gonna have to make a tweet about it. I don't think CarQ ever made a tweet about it. I think he just like, I actually don't know if he did or not.
Despite it all, is still going to go down.
That's a good question. I gotta ask him about that. It's been so many years now. But yeah, we went to the concert. Basically, the way I went to the concert was one of the craft executives, or a couple of them, I was eating dinner with them. It was like my boss, my boss's boss, the owners had left. Like, crafts didn't go, but it was like, there's another person who, like, I don't say their name because I'm not trying to get sued, because like they're actually like a big bad scary person, but like one of the most evil people I've ever met in my whole life, and they had already left, thank God, because like they didn't like esports, even though they were like the head of the esports stuff. They got to make all the decisions. And
Spain are gonna take the lead here, but that still ends up being a pretty
my boss
okay
was like,
fight
yeah,
for
just do whatever you
France.
want. Like he's like, I trust you. Like, you know your shit. Like you're doing good work here. Like, have fun. And then a different exec was like, oh, I heard there's this big concert and there's like a party after and all this stuff. And they were like, well, I was like, well, you need tickets. I heard about it earlier. And they were like, well, let's go. And I was like, we don't have tickets. And he was like, I remember he literally said to me, do you know who the f we are? And I was like, what? And so we got into this big black Escalade. They called like a private car service. I hop in this big Escalade, and it's got like the ice cooler in the back and shit. And we start driving, and he's on the phone. He's like, yeah. He's like, we'll meet you there. Thanks, so-and-so. And it's like some girl. And so we drive to the venue, which is like the Flyers Stadium or whatever. Like it's like the Phillies are in the back, and then it's like the ice hockey place where it was where Overwatch League was held. And I was like, dude, we don't have tickets. So we drive by the concert, we go up to the building, we literally go up to a random door marked like B2, and just like, I'm like, we're just knocking on a door at the stadium? What the fuck? Like, what are we doing? And then this girl opens the door, and she's in like a suit, and she's like, oh, Joe, how are you? And he's like, oh, good, you know. They talk for like 2 seconds. She hands him a fat stack of VIP tickets, is like, here you go. And then we just turn around and walk down to the concert and just walk right in. And I was like,
Spain still
so then we go down to the concert, and there's a beer garden with a bunch of fucking places, you know what I mean? Like, there's like, the line is out the door. And this dude literally walks around the line, walks straight up to the front of the line. There's like 300 people in line, walks up and orders 2 big Bud Lights per person in our group, and then like comes back and starts giving it to us. And I'm like, dude, you just skipped the line of like 300 people. Like, what the f? And then he comes up to every one of us after and like clinks drinks and is like, thank you, Mr. Kraft. Thank you, Mr. Kraft. Thank you, Mr. Kraft. Because they put it on the company card. I was like, what? Where are we? And then we got a notification that it was about to start thunderstorming. So they were like, yeah, we got to get out. Like, we should leave right now. And I was like, I don't want to pay for an Uber. So I go with one of the executives, who's one of the older guys. And because I was like, I don't have the money. I was like, I can't get an Uber out of here. And he was going to pay for it. And the other execs were like, yo, let's go to the casino. The night's still young. And I was like, no, I'm good. I don't got money. I'm broke. So they go to get in a different car to go to a casino. I get in the other car with the older exec, and it just starts thunderstorming. It just starts pouring. And there's just like a mass horde of people running. And we just got in the car and just went back to the hotel after. I didn't go to the after party or anything. I was like, nah, dude, this has been too much for me for one night.
Yeah, and Spain isn't really.
And Karku, the reason why Karku comes into all of this is I saw Karku at the venue. I met him. He was out front, and they were waiting for a friend. And so they were sitting out front of the concert waiting for a friend, and then they wouldn't let them in. Like, after a certain time, they wouldn't let people into the concert. So Karku got locked out, and then it started pouring, and I didn't see him. I would have offered him a ride, but he was staying somewhere else. But I messaged him. He apparently wasn't allowed in, and he got fucking soaked.
That's how oppressive it is here on Coliseum, France.
And I was like, dude, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
It's just too much. They have an ult advantage here as well.
And then I saw him the next day at finals, and I bought him food and like alcohol and stuff on my company stuff that I was given for that day.
Who was playing at this concert?
I don't actually remember. I'm sure you could look it up. Look up whenever Overwatch League 2019 finals was, and look up whatever concert happened in their parking lot of the venue the night before, and then you'll get your answer. I don't actually know who it was. Oh, you know what I do remember though? I do remember seeing a lot of the casters in the crowd. I remember seeing Golden Boy. I saw a bunch of people, and then I saw not SPB. Sorry, Sabi Olby. I saw Jonak and a bunch of like the Korean players like partying. It was so fucked. I was like, holy shit, that's hilarious. Like, They were having a great time. Big slam.
It's going to be a shatter from Helv and Ben Best on both sides, but Helv takes down Reviews while Ben Best finds Lauren. It's really that support pick that we're looking at, missing a lot of the sustain in the backline, but it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, and our social media guy, he didn't come with me. He ended up getting soaked, and he took the train back, and I'm like, dude, the company would pay for you to take get an Uber back.
That second checkpoint for France.
Wells Fargo Center? I believe so. Whatever the hockey stadium was next to the Phillies stadium.
No forward spawns. I mean, France are still going to be able to get a reasonably close defense here, like about where the bot is now, and they have the ults to try and push this through, but I've seen bigger things from Spain than it would be for them to win this fight here. Ant Matrix Fire Strike combo comes out.
Well, it's a 4-meter difference with a meter left. I know, this game has been insane, but we kind of got caught up on something else.
On Spain's side and take down Nico with a blizzard in the back pocket. Lauren has their
I'm trying to think if I'm misremembering or forgetting anything from that story. I definitely am. It's been many years now. Timmy, thank you for the 5 gifties.
This match is so
appreciate
close,
it.
and
Spain takes the lead.
Checkpoint for the forward spawn. Spain, as
dude, Spain taking the lead right there is huge.
As well. France, they only have 2 ultimates, and it's going to be Nico's Blizzard that is going to be a huge factor.
If Spain pulls an upset here, that might be the biggest upset of the tournament. Susak, thanks 5 gifties as well. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Dude, Window Blizzard for 1 kill is not worth it. Window Blizzard for 1 kill? That's not worth it at all. Oh my god. Dude, Spain is rolling. Wait, they have Shatter beat and they'll have Window soon. Bembest has to hit the 5-man Slammeroni right here.
Next fight in under 5 seconds now as the timer ticks down. There's a Shatter from Bembest, but Helv.
He hits him with the counters. Wait a minute, was that an MTD? Was that a big ol' MTD right there? Oh my god. Dude, holy shit.
Against France.
Spain have just done what no one else.
What an upset, dude!
That's what I'm saying about Spain.
Martin Garrett.
Oh, dude, France beat Great Britain, and Great Britain beat Spain, but Spain just beat France.
And Spain lost to Italy.
Come through and they get the dub.
Dude, that's wild.
And they may very well.
That's why I was saying the Italy matchup was such an upset, and that wasn't really how Spain normally plays their matches.
Yeah. Holy shit!
If you look back at the game they won last time, it was the exact same thing that happened. They won last time.
It is actually almost exactly.
Remember the Window Fire Strike play in the middle? They didn't get anybody this time, but it was the same play, and they won that fight.
We talked ad nauseum about
Holy.
the backline from Spain. This team
I was actually saying, like, my prediction was going to be New Queen Street because so far Spain has won both in Esperanza and Coliseo and seemed really confident. So I'm like, why not just go New Queen Street? They don't have as much practice on it.
Yeah, they must have been confident on this map, and they're like, we can beat them on it.
Yep,
and well, the problem is though,
Spain didn't lose to Great Britain. Oh, sorry, they lost to Italy. My bad. I misspoke.
Why not? France is a great rush team, but New Queen Street gives you the opportunity to maybe play a little bit of a dive play, and they didn't want that.
That's wild.
That was like really well played.
That was really well played. That was
just such a good game.
Yeah, all the way through. And even the map before with the little Zen play, that was crazy. Damn, Rectangle Man diff. Holy shit.
What a match.
Yeah, that was actually insane.